everyone, in this screencast, I'm going to be teaching you how to set up your LinkedIn profile. Once again, LinkedIn is a website that is all about getting whether college students or future employees or employers how to make the right connections so you can find the employees you want or so you can find the job that you want. So having a good profile that says who you are and what you want to do is the first step to getting that job that you want. So the first thing you're going to do is after you've already set up your LinkedIn account, you're going to go ahead into your profile and you're going to start adding sections. So the first section you're going to add, if you go to add section, is an intro. So you're going to go ahead and click on plus, and you're going to go ahead and use a headshot. So if you already have one on your computer, you can go ahead, find out where it's at, wherever you stored it. And then you're gonna just go ahead and upload your photo. Make sure it's a good shot that's where you're well illuminated and that they can see who you are. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload that photo. Great, so now you have a photo attached to your profile, so when people click on it, they already have an idea of who you are and what you look like. The next section you're gonna add is an about you. So tell a little bit about yourself, what you're looking for, who you are, and what you're doing. I already have one saved in my computer, so I'm just going to copy and paste it and then talk about it a little bit. Once again. So here is my statement about myself. It talks about who I am, some of the things I've done, what are my passions, and since I am a student and I've said that in my account, I clearly identified what institution I'm attending and what I'm doing there and what I hope to do with it. That way, in about less than a minute, people already have an idea about who Kiera Lewis is, what she's doing now, and what she hopes to do in the future. Go ahead and save that, and you get a badge for adding more information to your profile. And the next section I'm going to add is not featured, but background is your work experience. So if you already have a resume, now would be a good time to pull that up. So as you're entering this information, you have a handy dandy reference sheet where you can add all this information to. So I have one up. I'm just going to add that. So this is my resume, and I'm basically going to input all this information one after one into LinkedIn. For example, title, front service clerk. Employment type, part-time, company, just enter the company name. As said, put the location, I will put Florida. And then, so I started in March. So if you have your resume, it makes this very easy because you already have all the dates that you need and whatnot. So just go ahead and select what industry this is. For right now, I'll leave it as retail. And you can add a description. So usually in your resume, you already have a few pointers saying what you've done or what you've learned at that job. So you can go ahead and just copy and paste that from your resume if you already have it up to make it easy on you. There you go. This is what I do. So once you're all done, if you want, you can add media, you can add a link. And I'm just going to look at it to make sure it's all good to go. Everything's spelled correctly. And then you're going to save it. And if you want, you can add in the people that you work with to make it easier for you to build those connections that you're looking for. So I'm not going to do that right now because I just started working there and I haven't started building those connections quite yet. So I'm going to go ahead and add another work experience. I'm going to add a total of 3 just so everyone can get a good feel for what I'm doing. So once again, I'm going to put the title or what position I am. I'm going to put what kind of type it is. So this is a freelance, and then you're going to enter the company. Access interpreting. Once again, I'm going to put Florida. Oops. United States. I'm going to put that I'm currently working. Once again, all I have to do is refer. All I have to do is refer back to my resume to help give me information on when I started working there. So I have June 2019. As you can see, it's real easy to be able to do this. And then I'm also going to put a description for what I do. And spelling does count, so make sure you're double checking that to make sure everything is outlined very neatly, it's easy to read, and that is short and sweet, and then that they get the point. You don't have to put everything you do there, but just give them an idea. So I'm going to save that. Once again, and then I'm going to add one more. You could add all of your work experiences if you would like. Feel free to do that. The more they know about you, the better. So my last job, I'm going to put admissions assistant, part-time. I'm going to put the company, University of South Florida, Sarasota, Manatee. It is in Sarasota, Florida. I'm currently working there. Started September 2019 to present. And description, once again, short and sweet, doesn't have to be long, just give them an idea of what you've been doing there, and then I'm going to save it. And then there I can add a couple of the people that I've worked with or who I report to or who's managing me. And then if you want to get a look of what it looks like so far. Okay, let me just extend this. So as you can see about me, exactly what I wrote. If it looks a little bit, oh, there you go. So it's all, you see a little bit about me, and you get a quick idea of some of my experiences and what I've done in those different jobs. So if you want, and if you have more, feel free to add more, but that's all I have for now. Now moving on to our next profile section, we're gonna add some volunteer experience. If you've done any volunteering, now might be a good time to add. For example, I've done some volunteering, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that. For example, I was a teen health educator at the Healthy Teen Coalition. I'll add that. Teen health educator. Cause, we can say children. And then when did I start? March. Oops. March 2015. And then I ended December of 2019. And then once again, just add a description, some descriptions about what your role there entail, what did you do, and whatnot. Check for grammar. And then once it's all good, you save it. So if you have any more volunteer experiences, you can definitely add that. Definitely add in your accomplishments. If you've been published, if you've taken any courses, any projects, if you speak any languages, if you're bilingual, definitely add that in. For example, I speak Haitian Creole, so I'm going to add that. So I'm proficient. And finally, our final section that we can add are skills. Insert some skills. So be honest about your skills, and don't be shy about them. For example, for me, I would have to click that writing, critical thinking, and some more computer. Let me see, Microsoft. That is definitely an in demand, knowing how to use Microsoft Office, the entire Microsoft. Microsoft. Okay. Microsoft Office, knowing how to use that, the entire, whether it be Excel, whether it be Word, knowing how to use all those platforms are very, very important. Knowing how to communicate is very important. So I'm definitely going to put communication and written communication. Okay. Creative writing. Creative writing. What other things? So definitely think about some of the skills that you have that you can bring to your future or dream job. Think about skills that are going to attract employers, whether it be communication or interpersonal skills, knowing how to work with people. That's very high in demand. Being punctual or public speaking, I should say. These are all skills that are in demand. So think about it before and add skills that are true to yourself that you know you can possess, that you can talk about if asked to come in for an interview. So that concludes the how to set up a LinkedIn profile. So far, I uploaded my professional headshot. I explained who I am, what I'm looking for, and what I'm currently doing. I added some of my experience, some of my volunteer experience, and some of my skills. Now, if you'd like to play around with this some more, feel free to, because there's a lot of information you can add. You can add in more about you. You can put featured posts, articles that you've written. You can also add more about your background, your volunteer experiences, more education. You can add in more skills. You can talk about your accomplishments, whether it be the courses you've done, the projects you've completed, or the honors and awards you've gotten. So feel free to play around with it, and just remember, the stronger your profile is, the more likely you are to make connections with the people around you.